Now, this is interesting. If this is true, it's very big, but of course, it's just flippin' rumors. The details are out, and the article's been out only for an hour at the recording of this flippin' video. So this is big if this happens. In the long term, it's not really gonna matter, but this is going to allow Tesla to sell a whole bunch of flippin' cars. So let's just get down to it. Smash that like button, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and let's go. Tesla Roddy here says Tesla molds revamping of the 25,000 car. Strange report claims, which is insane. Now, I don't know how this rumor is coming. I don't know what's going on here, but now there are reports that now for some reason Elon and Tesla, they want to go ahead and reamp or realive or, bring this project back to life. I don't know. I don't think so. We just had the affordable models come out, but this article gets very interesting. Let's read it because there's a lot of sheesh moments here. Tesla is reportedly mooling the potential revamp of its $25,000 vehicle project, a strange report claims. It seems unlikely, especially since Tesla launched two new, more affordable models last week with the Model 3 and Model Y standard trims. However, a report from the European media outlet 36KR, I have no idea who they are, if they're even credible or not, so comment down below if you know anything about this news media, but they claim that Tesla has started to advance two vehicle projects internally codenamed E41 and D50 in China. That is pretty interesting because there was a rumor in February of 2024 of Reuters coming out saying that Tesla has canceled the affordable models, which Elon came out and said they are lying again. But this is very interesting because if you guys read the Elon Musk biography book by Walter Isaacson, it said that the team were sitting with Elon and they were begging him, not begging him, but asking him that, come on, let's do a car, a very cheap affordable model car with the steering wheel and pedal. But Elon's like, no, we have to do it one without a steering wheel and pedal, which is a Cybercab, which we see now. Which, again, there's more questions here than answers. But going back to the Reuters news, was that actually true? Was there two new models that Elon's like, nah, forget about it, just get the same two models, just strip them down? That's very interesting. So I guess we'll find out soon enough. People familiar with the matter reportedly told the outlet that some design and verification reports of the new projects are inherited from the current Model Y and Model 3. These new simplified models will be priced between $5,000 and $5,500 cheaper than what the standard trims cost. The report also claims that these vehicles would be launched only if the new standard models fall short of sales expectation. It's a little fishy, guys. I don't know. This doesn't make any sense. I mean, yes, we were all hoping that Tesla can come out with a new model with a car, but with these two affordable models that came out, the message is very clear, guys. Tesla's saying that, listen, we are not a car company. We're not a car company. We're not here to make models, and we're not here to make, different makes of different models and versions of different cars. We're here to, solve autonomy, do robotaxi, do Optimus bots, do all that while doing sustainable and renewable energy and power that by our energy megapacks and the sun and all that kind of stuff. So it's hard for me to believe that two new additional models will be coming that's cheaper than the standard model because, guys, the standard models are actually pretty affordable, except for the Model Y, only $5,000 cheaper. I didn't like that. But the Model 3 standard, $37,000, that's not bad. If we take a look at this market share chart, we can see that Tesla used to be here. Now they are up here. With the EV credit, because there are still EV credits in some states at a state level, not at a federal level, not the $7,500 EV credit, that's gone. But at the state level, there are credits. Like in California, you can get a standard Model 3 for flipping below $30,000. That brings the market share to around 40%, which is insane. But they're talking about these two new models will be in the low 30,000s. Because, of course, 25,000 compact car a few years ago, inflated now is in the low 30,000s, which is inflation. That'll mean the demand would be actually over here, hitting almost the 50% mark. And, of course, if you add the state incentives, EV incentives, then you have over 50%, potentially going to 60% of EV market share, which is insane. That's, again, these two models will be good for, selling in volumes and cheap. But at the same time, the standard Model 3, and to a point, the standard Model Y, they're very good. They're good affordable. They do help a lot. And don't forget, guys, that it's over here that the world's best-selling car is dominating. The market share isn't supposed to be even as high as 5%, but that's what's going on. It's insane. And in fact, I have a report here from AJ saying that breaking Tesla Model Y nearly dethrones China's #1 best-selling car despite costing 4 times more. And here is the chart. Look at that Model Y. Look at the prices. That is insane. 263,000 yen to 313,000 yen compared to the rest of them being below 100,000 yen. I mean, this is insane. This is insane. So you can imagine what even a more affordable version is going to do if they come out. It's rumors. I don't think it's going to come out. But Tom Zhu did say that they do want to make a dedicated vehicle for China. I think this was 2-3 years ago. So maybe this could be part of that plan. I don't know. Right, let's continue with this article because it gets pretty darn juicy. This report suggests that potentially more affordable models are being offered, but this seems unlikely. Considering Tesla launched the 2 standard models just last week, and the only truly affordable model it is working on, it will be the Cybercab. And guys, hear me out. I know Franz said it, but if this happens, take my money right now. If they put a pedal and a steering wheel on the Cybercab, take my money right now. And that would be smart. In my opinion, if they can do that. You can sell one with this steering wheel, which costs maybe below $30,000, and then sell one without it to put on a robotaxi network for even less. But of course, FSD mandatory, because how can this thing navigate, right? So I think the Cybercab having a steering wheel and pedal would make sense, and I think that would be very smart for Tesla to do, because I would buy not 1 or 2 or 3. I'll probably buy every one that I know, my family members, that. Because it's stainless steel, probably the world's most safest vehicle as well. And it's a flipping cool looking car. I would do it. But low chance of that happening, right? But if they do that, take my money right now. However, there is potential for a car to launch that undercuts the newest configurations of the Model 3 and Model Y. As of now, it just seems as if it is something that is far-fetched. When Tesla's patent for the unbox process was published just last month, it seemed more than obvious that the vehicle it would be used for was the Cybercab. The language used in the patent itself was geared toward more streamlined and quality production and manufacturing, which Tesla must implement to meet the likely demand for the vehicle. It will be easier to scale vehicles with the unbox process, and the Cybercab has been routinely mentioned with the sub $30,000 price tag even by Elon Musk. He said during the Q3 2024 earnings call, saying that, "I think having a regular 25,000 model is pointless. It would be silly. Like, it would be completely at odds with what we believe. It's fully considered cost per mile is what matters. And if you try to make a car that is essentially a hybrid, manual or automatic car, it's not going to be as good as a dedicated autonomous car. So yes, Cybercab is just not going to have steering wheels and pedals." I don't know, man. If they did, take my money right now. And it's not just me. It's pretty much the whole market people saying that hey, yo, if the Cybercab comes out with the, pedals and steering wheel, take my money, man. But this is big. This is just rumors. We don't know what's going to happen. E41 and D50, these are my first times I'm hearing these. And it's in China. Maybe it's Tom Zhu's new specialized affordable model for Tesla in that market. I don't know. These are just rumors and they're just circulating around. But guys, if this is true, it's actually pretty big news when it comes to scaling autos, which I think it's not going to matter in the next 5 years when you have robotaxis scaled to massive amounts of, ride share and numbers, and not just the US, but globally, and of course, Optimus, and we have energy. Autos is just going to be a rounding error, in my opinion. But if they bring these affordable models, my God, Tesla can sell a whole bunch of other cars, which will be pretty insane. So that's the rumor, guys. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this is true? Do you guys think they will actually do this? I mean, the whole idea of this article is that if the affordable models don't work, they're going to put these 2 new ones in, which doesn't make sense in my opinion, because Tesla is focusing more on robotaxis and they can just scale the Cybercab when they're ready to do mass production of that, which would be, I think, within 6 months from now, which is insane. So is it big if it happens? Yes. Will it matter in the long term? I don't think so. I really don't think so. I don't think is much of a big deal, because if you're invested in Tesla, you're in it because of the robotaxis and Optimus and energy. Nothing to do with the autos. And if you guys want to know how big this will get and why the autos Doesn't really matter in the long term. Check out this video between Sir and Basher and I because the numbers get crazy. Yeah, stock price prediction from now to 2035, as well as going deep in every single sector, which was pretty interesting. So check it out, guys. Subscribe, guys. Become a channel member, and I shall see you guys in the next video. Let's go!